Yo. Go HamRadio, Fancy Nancy. I'm not feeling good tonight, guys. I'm so sick. But tonight's topic, right, is black sheep. Being the black sheep. Alright, so the definition of a black sheep is described as an odd member of a group, especially within a family. So my question tonight, right, is how do you know if you're the black sheep of your family? What's your question?
Your question is, how do you know? If you're
like, how do you, like, you can, I mean, you can tell, right?
Did this the right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So yeah, that's my question. The question is, tonight's topic for the people that's joining, black sheep. Being the black sheep of your family, you could be the black sheep of your friends.
My question is, how do you cope with being the black sheep of your family? Like, how does that work? How do you cope with being the black sheep of the family?
And how do you know if you are the black sheep? Like, there's two. Okay, so let me say this. There's two types of black sheep in a sense. You could be like a successful.
Why are they both black?
Because the black sheep is described as an odd person out of a group.
You can't like them?
I mean, that, black is described as
negative.
Right. So that's the definition, which is this. You could be the black sheep amongst your family, your friends, co-workers, any group that you associate yourself with. But the question tonight is, how do you know if you're the black sheep? Like, how do you feel? How does that make you feel, being the black sheep? And when I said that there's two, I want to say two sides, but it's not really two sides, right?
Two sides to what?
Being a black sheep, because you could be like successful, and then you could be like a nag to the family or an embarrassment to the family. Whereas if not successful, but you could be like, I guess, the bougie one of the family, like as if you're better than everyone else. That's what the family might consider you as the black sheep, because you feel like you're better than everyone else. Whereas another flip side of being a black sheep is being like a burden on the family in a sense, or being, making the family be viewed as a bad family. I don't know.
So how would you know?
I don't know. How would you know if you're the black sheep of the family?
You feel the vibe.
Like, are you treated differently?
Yeah, you know the vibes. You know what it is when you come. You know what it is when you come around. You know how everyone treats you. You know how everyone looks at you. You start to hear murmurs in the background of how they talk about you and the things they say when you're not around. And you just know. You know when certain, in my opinion, I'm not speaking for everyone. You know when certain things start taking place and you're not involved or you're not included. Let me say that.
Okay, that could be one hint that, you're the black sheep, but...
What's going on, Nelly?
Hey, Nelly Nell. So tonight's topic is being the black sheep of your family.
And you just said black sheep. What's your thought?
My question is, how do you know if you're the black sheep? I know how, your family can make you feel, but how, like...
My question is, how do you cope
with being the
black sheep? If you are the black sheep.
All right, Nelly, let us know. Tell us how. Like, how? Describe, what is the black sheep to you? Like, what is it, the definition of a black sheep to you in your eyes, to a family member, or, you know what I'm saying? Because every family, I guess, right? I don't know.
Are you asking me, or
every family
you
would have a
them?
Black sheep in their family, but they shouldn't. But there is always in that case, right?
So what's your question?
I'm waiting for Janelle to comment back. I don't have a question.
Oh, you just said.
What? What did I just say?
Something about how would I black sheep?
Yeah, how would I know? Like, what if? Okay, so I had another thing. Like, what if each member, say if you had 3 siblings, right, and each one of them felt like they was the black sheep for their own reasoning. Like they can personally feel like, nah, my family don't really mess with me like that because of this, so I'm the black sheep. And then another sibling could be like, nah, they don't mess with me because of this, because I'm the black sheep. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know when things start to take place, when things transpire, it's like, they threw an event, or they doing an event, but I wasn't included. Or they went to so-and-so's house, but I was included. You can't just think, you won't just think that, like, oh, they just didn't invite me. No. They knew that I wanted to be there, they just didn't say anything.
It depends on the family dynamics.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like,
that's broad. Now, like, tell me what you mean by the family dynamics. Because I feel like when you the black sheep, you know you're the black sheep. It could be for good, bad, whatever, the ugly, whatever the case may be. But once you know, how do you cope with it? So like I always say, like we always say, I'm not gonna say just kidding, page out of your book. Like we always say, right? It always comes full circle, right? So we spoke about depression and all of that. There's people that are the black sheep and know that they're the black sheep but don't know how to cope with it, that deal with depression and they're dealing with it because they can't come to grips with
how can my
family is like yeah, my family is treating me like we're not family. My own siblings are treating me like we're not siblings. Like we don't have the same blood that runs through me runs through them.
Like why? Yeah. Right.
So, you know what I mean? I think for me, how do you cope is more important than being the black sheep. If you're the black sheep, you know you're the black sheep.
I mean, there's a way, 3 ways to cope with it. You can accept your family members for who they are, whatever. Or you can stop looking for them to accept us. And just because we need to belong doesn't mean we have to belong to them. That will be my response to you. How to cope with it. Stop looking for them to accept you. Just because, you have a need to belong to this family. Doesn't mean that you have to, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to feel, you have a feeling of belonging.
But people do. It's not the need to feel. You do.
I am definitely the black sheep of my father's family. I am the castaway that no one speaks with. No interactions or communication.
And that's how you know. Am I correct? You know because there's no interaction, right? No communication. You know or you see things that have transpired within the family. And it's like, damn, they didn't tell me that they were doing that. Oh, I didn't know that they was having that event. Is that how you know you're the black sheep?
For me, it took for me to embrace and live within the words of the Serenity Prayer. Yes, she said yes.
Exactly.
So for the newcomers tonight is how do you cope with being the black sheep of your family, or how do you know if you're the black sheep?
And how do you know you're the black sheep of the family, or how do you know if someone feels that they're the black sheep of the family? And how do they, or how would you cope with being the black sheep? My husband is definitely the black sheep of the family. He's never included in family things, vacations, nights out. At first, he expresses his frustration to me, but then we get through it together.
Okay, that's cool.
So he just has to vent. That's how he gets through it.
I didn't with them. It was what I got. Right. That's
the biggest thing. Coming to grips with. Look, this is not a choice. Like I didn't choose my family. Like,
yeah, but it's still heartbreaking.
It is.
To feel like.
It is.
Why?
But that's how
why?
You know.
How did I get chosen to be the black sheep? Like how? How did I get chosen? Like we do this. Like okay, so let me say this. It could be a family that does the same exact things. We got the same interests. We got the same mindset. And how did I become the black sheep? You get what I'm saying?
Because you don't do it like we do. It's a little thing.
That don't make sense, though. That don't make sense.
It's a little thing. You could do the same exact thing we do, but you don't do it how we do it. You don't do it how we want you to do it. Whereas others in the family could do it exactly how that person wants them to do it. and includes them in on whatever they do.
Nah, I don't know. I don't think that's the case.
I'm saying it's possible.
I don't think that's the
Possible.
case.
You don't do it the way we want you to do it. You don't, you out here doing what you do. You're not doing what we say do or what we want you to do.
So is it about control? Being a black sheep, is it about control? Like they can't control you? Is that, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it control? Does it have
in certain situations, possibly. Then there's other situations where, you have done great for yourself.
Okay. This is the other flip side of being a black sheep.
It's a crab in a barrel theory. So because you have gotten out of the barrel, we're still in the barrel. So who are you to get out of this barrel? Like, who do you think you are? So you have to think that you're better than us because you got out. But that's really not the case. Sometimes the crab get out and they feel like, you know what, I'm going to come back for you. I got you. I'm not just going to keep letting you pull me down. And even if they don't come back, why would you continue to put them down? Crab in the barrel.
Right. I became the black sheep because I was vocal and determined to break those generational.
Sad. Well, I got you, Nelly. I got you. I'm just saying that's how I view it. It's not always a bad thing. It's a great thing for the black sheep, maybe. Peace.
For the newcomers tonight, it's the discussion is being the black sheep. How does it make you feel being the black sheep? How do you know that you are the black sheep of your family? And how do you cope with it? So
I feel like the black sheep sometimes, but I don't feel
like I'm better than anyone.
Oh, but I don't.
Okay, so a flip side could be that you took a different route from the family. You chose, like Janelle said, to break that generational curse and not be that same statistic. And it's just like, oh, you think you're better. So you consider the black sheep because you don't do the things that we do. So it's like, all right, we're not including you. But, I mean, shouldn't I want better? I'm not looking down on you and saying, you know what I'm saying, that...
Yeah, but for some people, that
it's a competition. It's the crabs in the barrel.
It's not always a competition. Listen, sometimes within families, competition could be a great thing because iron sharpens iron. So I'm only as good as, my brother or my other, like my Aelite. So my Aelite does what he does and I do what I do, but it keeps me on my toes because I see them shine. So that's the competition, but it's not a jealous or a hateful type of thing. It's not like, oh, you doing that? F you, I'm going to do what I got to do to make sure that I'm better than you. No, it's not about being better. It's just about being an Aelite. Like, if you doing what you have to do and we cut from the same cloth, it's only right that I should be doing what I have to do as well. We have the same 24.
But because I keep to myself, I don't like conflict or drama. I stay away from all of it.
But that makes you the black sheep because, and in some people's eyes, that'll make you the black sheep because they feel like you think you're better than us. Or you can't come down here and get dirty with us. You can't come down here and get mixy with us. Wow. Well, I don't like to do that. I don't want to be a part of the conflict. I don't want to deal with that. But because you don't, you become the black sheep. Crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy. You're trying to wrap your mind around it.
Right.
I see you.
Because when you're the black sheep, right? This you look to belong to your family. Like, I don't want to be cast away. So certain black sheeps, I want to say bow down. They bow down and just take it.
Yeah.
They settle and just be like, okay, I'm going to just do what you say or move how you move just so that I can feel like I'm a part of this. Like, I could belong. Because we family, it ain't supposed to be like that.
They settle. I'm telling you, they settle. They settle because it's like, I don't want to go back and forth. And that's where the fight is. It's like, I'm not one for the conflict. I'm not one for the back and forth. So I just accept it. I take it. I allow myself to get beat up over and over. Plus, I wanted to learn to read and write past the 6th grade because I once indulged in negativity, and negativities is what was cool, right? Mm-hmm. When I start to work on me and educate myself, I was constantly reminded of the crappy things I once did. And never once was I recognized for achievements, right?
Because
some families want to see you do good, but not better than them.
Mm-hmm.
Those will make you the black sheep. When in all reality, we all should be winning. Some can't accept that. Amen.
Oh, Gina, you hit the nail on the coffin.
Amen.
Because that's it. Like, you could be doing good, but you can't do better
Nicole
than me.
Ham, you feel like you're the black sheep?
You always gotta have the one
It
up.
just seems for those who try to leave drama free or live drama free. My bad. Live drama free.
Lives are the ones who are.
Those who try to live.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are the ones who are considered the black sheep. Right.
Negative. We do what we do regardless of what anyone thinks. The negative. Oh, okay. So the black sheep does whatever they want to do regardless of what anyone thinks.
They do, but that doesn't mean that they're not the black sheep. You feel you are?
How so? Hi, Adrian. Tonight's topic is being the black sheep. How do you cope with being the black sheep? Miss you too. How do you know if you're the black sheep, and
how do you cope with being the black sheep?
Yeah, I said that first.
Yeah, I know. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just how? Can you elaborate for us?
What makes you feel that way? And disclaimer. If you feel like, your people's are watching and you don't want to start no controversy and you don't want to be on that end of things, I understand. You don't have to speak up. And this goes for everyone. Disclaimer for everyone. But we would like to hear it. But if you feel like you don't want to touch on it, that's fine. We understand.
I am the black sheep.
Shut up.
How so, Adrian? How? Still am, but I don't give a what.
We understand the gangster in you.
But how do you feel like you are? Because you know what? Sometimes people... Okay, so this is perfect right here. Because certain...
I know where you're going.
Right. Because you can make yourself the black sheep by distancing yourself from your family. And you can label yourself as the black sheep. Where the family don't label you as the black sheep, but you label yourself. But this is what I'm trying to say.
I know, but I thought you was going where I was going. Go ahead.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you could... like. What I was saying in the beginning, like you could label yourself as, it could be 3 siblings, 4 siblings, and each one of them feel like they're the black sheep for their own little reason. But how? Because you distance yourself.
You get to a point where you don't care anymore, but is that your coping mechanism? Is that defensive? Is that your defense mechanism? So you put up that wall for so long. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning, you can't say you felt like you didn't give a F from the beginning. That's not true.
Well, the black sheep is the most attractive sheep. The other sheep, dusty, white, anywho. Nope, that's G.
What's me?
Yeah, what?
What do you mean? I'm so confused.
Yeah, that's so back.
Oh, it's me to distance myself? Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. No. Absolutely. I don't want to deal with a lot of the things that go on. We gonna be real. Let's be real. It's a lot of things, a lot of times, I don't want to be there. It's not me distancing myself. It's the simple fact that I felt like the black sheep for a while. I'm just saying, me, and I'm not just saying me and mom, right? So we felt like the black sheep of the family for a while, where everybody was planning things and doing things and all these events. And then at the event, it's like, oh, where are they? No one told them, right? And then it's like, oh, well, everybody doesn't have that I don't give a F mentality like you, Nikki. Like, people care. We're not going to put up a front like, oh, it's whatever. I'm this, I'm that. No, I'm not a jelly bean. I'm me. So I'm not going to pretend to be tough on the outside and really soft and gushy on the inside. Take it how you want. Just saying.
No disclaimer tonight?
I said disclaimer. But she knows love. I'm just saying.
But yeah, so how...
However, is that where you wanted to go?
No. Where'd you think I was going when I said?
I said it, like being defensive, like people being defensive for so long, or trying for so long not to be the black sheep.
They look up to you more than me.
Cut it out. Maybe they do, but they
don't say it.
I don't care if they say it or not. I'm not one for the accolades. I know what I do and don't do, whatever the case may be. But I'm saying when things happen or things, events and stuff like that, just because we're not in the same state didn't mean that we couldn't get a phone call or invite. That's all I'm saying. Right? That's all I'm saying.
So with being the black sheep, right? how do you mend that? How do you fix that?
But more importantly, do you want to mend that? I don't. I wouldn't. I would want to mend being...
Not mend it, but get...
If I'm the black sheep, I'm the black sheep. I don't want to be the white sheep.
Because nobody explained it.
I'm the black sheep. I'm cool with that.
But
I love it. Love my skin color.
How do you fix it? Because, like, not fix it, but how do you get an understanding of how did I become the black sheep? Like,
I don't know.
Why am I the black sheep? Like,
you come
my brother, you my sister. How did I become the black sheep? You my mother.
You come to grips with it. And
but some people don't come to grips with it.
But I don't
some
think
people are battling.
I don't think
so for those that are battling, they need answers.
Right. But you know what? For those that are constantly battling and not coming to grips with reality of what it is, you're constantly going to do things that's going to be against... It's going to be against your character and who you are, because you're trying to be something that you're not. You're not that sheep. You're this sheep. So why try to fit in when you're a standout?
Yeah, but people don't understand that. People don't understand that. Some people don't understand that.
That's how I feel.
I don't think
there's no mending it. It's part of your personality at that point, and you just deal with it. Exactly. This is who you are. Exactly.
I don't know that I'm the black sheep, but I definitely
occupy different lanes than some in my family. And in some circles, I'm respected, and others there's some hate. So I tend to distance myself and let shit be what it is. Period. You come to grips with it. Whether you feel you are to give it the title or the label as you being the black sheep, I don't know if some people would go that far. Or I don't even know if I would really go that far. But at the end of the day, whatever. I am who I am. I'm going to be who I'm going to be. Like, I'm not going to try to be like everyone else. I'm not going to try to fit in. And I was born to be a standout. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but people don't understand that.
And the people that don't understand that constantly battle. And they constantly try to take themselves out of here. Or they constantly try to fit in and always get caught up in things that they shouldn't be involved in, because you shouldn't even be there. You should be who you are. That's how,
but how do you know that they're not being who they are?
Because
they're still getting judged.
Because when they are being who they are, they're being judged.
Right.
Good. People are talking about you.
That.
People are judging you. You're
that.
Doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's how I view it.
Yeah, you're battling, but
you don't got no haters, you ain't pop. That's what I'm saying.
People can't tolerate or handle haters.
Especially when it's in their family.
Exactly, because in the eye of the world, family's supposed to stick together. Family's supposed to hold each other down. But we also know that family be the first one to cut your throat. But when you are raised on
crucify Jesus,
a family structure or that family matters kind of concept, it's hard for you to grasp that.
As a child, I feel.
And as an adult, you take that into adulthood with you.
You do until you come to grips, and at a certain point you feel like, you know what?
I agree with you. I think the black sheep of the family are those who don't conform to what everyone else in the family is doing.
100%.
Know the hell you aren't. That football everyone was on.
Yo, Nikki. That I don't know. You always have this other picture. Like, you see Picasso, I see Family Dollar painting. I don't know what you be seeing, but listen, you wrong. I'm just gonna say that. We could agree to disagree, but you're wrong.
And being related by blood doesn't make you family, right? But I agree with you. It makes you family.
I get what you're saying.
To most,
I definitely get what you're saying. But that may be a topic for another conversation. I like that. Yeah.
Right.
I like that.
That's a good one, Nisi.
I totally agree. That's a fact.
But that's hard.
But that's
gonna be hard.
That's
hard because that's hard, Nisi. Because
is it?
It is hard because, like I said, people instill in their children, it's a generational thing. You instill family is everything. Watch out for your brother. Hold your brother down. Hold your sister down. We all we got. So once they cut your throat. You can't grasp that. For some people, they can, like, oh, one and done. But others are like, we all we got. Like, this is how we were raised, to be all we got. And how many times you gonna keep doing me like this, but I'm your brother, so I'm gonna hold you down because we all we got.
That's the question. How many times am I supposed to let that happen? How many times? And the fact that, okay, so Nikki, I see exactly what you're saying. So if I didn't excel, right? If I wasn't this person and I went left and did whatever, not to say that I'm perfect, but if I did do that, then it would be a different ball game because
you would not be the black sheep?
That's what I'm asking. No.
Is that what you're saying?
She's saying I'm not. So if I didn't do what I did to get where I am,
would you be the black sheep?
Would I be the black sheep? I'm confused. Does it matter? So that's another question.
Okay, because
does it matter how successful you are? That determines if you're the black sheep or not. Because in the beginning, hold up. But look, in the beginning, right? This is literally directed at you, Nicole Ham. In the beginning,
disclaimer.
Where was everybody? This is not for you specifically saying you weren't there. I'm just saying entirely. Moving on. As the youngest, I always had more respect for my older siblings, but after getting screwed over so many times, I had to cut one of my much older sisters out. Probably temporary, but she needs to learn a lesson then that I'm not dealing with the BS. Amen.
So is she considered the black sheep? Or
sometimes it's needed.
Like, it's a collective to be considered the black sheep. It's not like one person will think you the black sheep. It's more than one person that thinks you're the black sheep or treats you as though you're the black sheep.
You know when you're the black sheep. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you're treated
You don't know that
way.
because every sibling can think that they're the black sheep. Every sibling can think that.
How?
How not?
How so?
Maybe because your brothers went left and everyone loved them both to death.
I'm not gonna say they went left, but they chose what they chose. I wouldn't say they went left. They chose what they chose.
So you are the black sheep. Because it's kind of contradicting what she said, right? I'm a little confused. But yeah, so who determines who's the black sheep? You
determine if you're the black sheep.
Because, oh my God.
You're waiting for validation from others to say if you're the black sheep?
No, because every sibling can think that they're the black sheep because they get treated. Every sibling don't get treated the same.
But
is it that one sibling that just messes up at one time, or that one sibling that doesn't conform, like Nisi said, to the family values?
How can you make yourself the black sheep? You can make yourself the black sheep?
You could feel like you are.
The black sheep is always the one who is doing something different from everyone else. Amen. Whether it's negative or positive, you can be that low life. You can be that low life.
In a minute.
You can be that low life, good for nothing person or the successful, educated person and still be labeled as the black sheep or outsider.
You can make yourself the black sheep, Nikki said.
I disagree.
I agree with that, Nikki. You can make yourself the black sheep by distancing yourself.
How does that make you the black sheep? Because you distance yourself. Why? So, I feel like you have this mentality too. Why do I have to continuously deal with the BS to not be the black sheep? So as soon as I feel like I don't want to deal with the BS, I made myself the black sheep. Is that what you're saying people do? That makes no sense to me.
Marquita said you could make yourself the black sheep by always trying to do things outside the family instead of just cooperating.
Right. That's a bad thing though. That's what you're not saying that. You're saying that's a bad thing. I made myself the black sheep because I don't want to do what you guys are doing. So what? If the family business is robbing banks and I feel like, I don't want to rob no bank. I want to sing.
Like the movie.
Right. I want to sing. So I become a successful singer or whatever. I'm not robbing banks. I'm a black sheep. Oh, you think
why do I have to cooperate?
Why?
Yeah?
Exactly. Why?
If they're acting funny towards you, you are going to think it's because of how you're living. Is it?
How not? What other reason could it possibly be? Look, you could
be the black sheep because you're kids. That's a whole nother. Your kid, yes. Like, okay, say you got kids and your kids you treat your kids a certain way, and you could be like, oh no, we don't want to deal with because how they treat how he treat his kids, or you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
never take it out on the kids.
No, but I'm just saying, people, you could be your kids, you could be the black sheep due to how your kids act or how you treat your kids or something like that.
Well, the one who doesn't give a crap and does whatever they want, not adhering to people's way of thinking. Absolutely.
Gary, no. You need to learn your family.
I know them.
Nikki, I said it like you, right?
I know my family. My family needs to know me.
That's like the family taking pictures and the color scheme is blue and you show up with black. Come on now. That's foolish.
That's stupid. Come on. That's stupid. That's totally different. Like,
look at that picture over there.
But that wasn't the color scheme.
I'm just saying.
We didn't have a scheme. So what are you talking about?
Everybody in red. But G and his kids is in pink and blue.
That's what me and my kids is gonna wear. So that's what I said. They chose to wear that because that's what they had. So that makes you so you didn't cooperate with that with family pictures. Come on. That's crazy.
I'm not saying that can't be toxic because we all know they can be.
So why do I have to cooperate with that? Why do I have to be a part of that? Because Nikki, I feel like you saying the same thing Marquita's saying. Just cooperate. It's your family. Know your family. Nah, F that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want mine around that.
Marquita, you want to see the picture?
I don't understand. Like, I really don't understand that. I have to just be like, you know what? It's okay. I'm gonna do what you guys do. I'm gonna do what you want me to do.
Like, he has a daughter too.
I really don't understand that. Go to bed. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Adrian. You gotta go to.
You gotta work.
You gotta go to dinner at 4:00.
No, be yourself.
Right. Be who you are. That's what I'm saying. Stop trying to fit in.
Why wouldn't
not cooperate though? The black sheep is always being extra and making shit hard.
Is it? Because it's
you from that family.
Marquita got a big family.
You from that family. Just do what we're doing. Why not just
Sometimes you gotta take one for the team.
No, I don't have to take one all the damn time. I don't have to take one all the time.
But what if it's the flip side? Like, okay, say, what if your family's all about the foolery and they ratchet, and you don't want to be about that?
You gotta be somewhere because y'all
you the black family? I mean, you the black sheep now, Marquita? Because you don't want to do what your family's doing.
That makes you the black sheep.
That means you should take one for the team. You should risk everything so you can take one for the team.
Right. Yo, we about to go rob the store. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Yo, you gotta take one for the team. We family. Okay. What? Come on, that's foolery. That's stupid entirely. Like, I gotta take one for the team. No, I don't want to do what you guys do.
At his place, Nicole. Oh, that's to you, Nikki.
Just saying, like, it doesn't add up to me. Just saying.
If that's the case, and your family are drama, then do.
Exactly what I'm saying, but you will still be labeled as the black sheep. You just said it. Look, cooperate.
Just because we family doesn't mean I have to accept the BS.
Right. Just because we family doesn't mean I have to be a part of anything that I don't want to be a part of.
Yeah,
period.
But for the black sheep that's crying, that wants to be a part of their family, what is the advice that you would give them to how to cope with being a black sheep? Because they're still yearning for that love.
Accept it.
And the acceptance from their family.
Accept it.
So they want to conform their ways to their family's ways, but at the same time,
my advice would be to accept it.
You're not the black sheep, then you're the smart sheep. Learn
Boom.
your fam.
Exactly.
We
accept
all know
it.
where we stand.
Exactly.
What do you mean, Nikki? Oh, all right. Maybe they understand. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you're not the black sheep. You're the smart sheep. Exactly. But to the family, you're the black sheep. You're alienating yourself. You're never coming around to do anything. I don't want to. Okay, boom. That's like, okay. You in a family, your family is Muslim. Muslims don't eat pork, right? Your family always makes pork for every event. Like, that's the only thing they really make. Like, that's what's on the menu. I have to cooperate with that? I'm just saying, if I'm that person, I have to cooperate with that. Is that what you're saying?
Life is all about Life is all about break and change. I mean, you can accept it, but you don't have to deal with it. That's what my kids say.
Exactly. Know who you dealing with. So
Learn
if
your
you
family.
so Nicole Ham, you keep saying know your family, learn your family. Okay, if I know them and I learned them and I know how they give it up,
If it means your freedom,
I'm good.
fine.
I don't have to deal with that.
Bring your own food, then Marquita said.
We family. Oh, Marquita, you are really that cooperative family member. Kudos to you. Hell no. Bring your own food. You are disrespectful. That's not gonna happen. So while you in there slicing the pig, right? I gotta be right there, like, No, I brought my own turkey. I'm good. I brought my own turkey. I don't have to be there. You act like so. I feel like all the people
that are 2 different dishes.
I feel like all the people that are saying cooperate and learn your family and know your family, like you make it seem like there's no other option. Oh, there's options. Don't go.
But
don't pull up.
Marquita is very family oriented. So
a
that's
lot
why
of people are. A lot of people
are.
A lot of people are. A lot of people are. But come on, man. Listen, that doesn't mean I have to sit up there and cooperate every single time. A lot of people are family oriented entirely, and a lot of people that are family oriented get burnt.
I have vegans in my family that bring their own stuff to dinner.
That's cool. Shout out to them. While everyone's eating pork and they vegan, they bring their own vegan dish.
That's what she's saying.
Cool. That's what's up. Shout out to them. They are willing to take one for the team.
But why would you not still come? I don't really understand that either. Like, all right, everybody, but they might make vegan dishes. Do you guys make vegan dishes too? Do you try to accommodate them as well?
You can't
or not?
change what I was saying.
You should speak up instead of distancing yourself.
People do
speak up. I can give you a kidney, fool.
So? We give you one too. What's that mean? So that mean I gotta kiss your ass because you can give me a kidney? I mean I gotta cooperate with everything? No. I go on the list.
But not all family can give kidneys. You gotta have that matching blood type.
Listen,
man. Speak up will cause more drama. Speaking up will cause more drama.
It could. Absolutely. That goes for you, Marquita.
Yes, because
speaking up can cause more drama. Because now you're speaking out and it's like, who are you? Like, what? You going against us? No, I'm just voicing my... Yo, play dog, get the hell out of here, son. I hit your line. I'm telling you now, son. You are not going to shoot the 31. I hit your line, son. I'm telling you.
Tonight's topic is being the black sheep of the family. How do you know and how do you cope with being the black sheep of the family?
How do you know you're the black sheep and how do you cope with being the black sheep?
Right. How do you cope? And if you're the black sheep and you got kids, are you teaching your kids to hate your family?
Not to hate.
Hate because
what?
Not hate them, but not to like them, to distance from them. Do you not take them from that?
It's not. That has nothing to do with your children. Your children can form their own opinion.
But let me tell you something. Families do that.
Your children should be allowed to
let's
form.
dig because families do that.
You shouldn't do that. Your
do.
children should be allowed.
With my kids.
No, that's corny.
I don't know. I'm loved by everyone but G.
Yo, that's a fact right now. So I'm telling you.
So that's another thing. When you're the black sheep, do you pass that mentality down to your kids?
So
like they don't mess with us, so we're messing with them.
Nicole Ham, you go to right. Because you don't like to say yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, no, sir, whatever, no, ma'am. Everybody in your job says no, sir, no, ma'am, yes, sir, whatever, right? You don't. Why is that?
You know you're the black sheep because you receive certain invites to events, and certain family members reach out to you, and some don't even want to mention your name.
Oh, I don't know. How do you know they don't mention your name? If they don't mention your name.
Yes, dance. They hear you talking.
Nobody tap dancing. Tripping.
My kids don't spend much time with my husband's side of the family, but that's because we're not included in family events. And that's sad that they make the kids pay. Like that's.
It's not that they make. That's the reality of it. Like they don't invite. They don't invite us to things. So why? How are we supposed to know? All you do is see pictures. That sucks. You don't think that sucks? When if you're on social media, you go on social media and you see, oh, damn, Damn, they went to Disney? All of them?
And didn't take mine.
And not even didn't take mine, but they didn't even tell us.
But does that make you the black sheep?
No, not right off the bat.
Nah. Are you sure? No, I'm using it. Go. Bye. Does that make you the black sheep?
No.
Teach your kids differently, though. Exactly. I'm teaching my.
I said that.
But no, I'm just saying. I'm agreeing with you, Marquita, because. Oh wait, it says so. This may cause them to be distant from that side because they don't go anywhere without us. I'm from the north, and slavery is over.
But you see, just cooperate, right? Know your coworkers, know your bosses, and everything. You know, you should know them. Shut up. You're walking contradiction. Sick of your crap,
that really
Nikki.
Sucks. I did tell Mom.
Tell Mom what? I'm confused.
My
husband's family has went on vacations, cruises, family nights, and we only found out about it way after the fact, after someone let us in. See? But so wait. Okay. So you know you're the black sheep at that point. Yeah. Do you not? I'm just saying. So funny. I'm just saying. You know you're the black sheep, Niecy, at that point, right? Like you go on social media and you're like, let me just scroll. Oh, hold up. Cruise.
But okay, so
the whole family?
Are you the black sheep?
Oh my God.
When it's convenient for others? That's a good one. Are you the black sheep when it's convenient for them?
Shut up, son. You the black sheep tonight. That's a fact. I'm on your ass, boy. I'm just telling you. Pause.
Is it possible to be the black sheep when it's convenient for others?
What do you mean?
That's possible. Because when you need me, I'm not the black sheep. When you need me to hold you down or you need me to do something for you, I'm not the black sheep. But when you feel like you up, then I'm the black sheep. You get what I'm saying?
When you don't need me.
Right. When you feel like you up. Right.
Just pray for them and go ahead and deal with people accordingly. Family or no family. Right. I agree.
No, still no invite.
Exactly. At least give me the option to say no or yes or whatever the case may be. But if you don't even let me know.
Clayton, you the black sheep, shut up.
How do I, you know what I mean? Like how is that gonna work? Right? And I agree, Marquita, yes, treat people accordingly, family or no family. Right. So how I choose or how people choose to deal with their family is okay. Accordingly. I love you, right? When I see you, yes, it's all love, and this to me, and I don't care what anyone says, I know a lot of you are gonna say this, right?
And it made me feel.
When you're the one that's always checking on everyone and no one's checking on you.
Is that the black sheep?
Is it? That's the question.
I'm going to hit you tomorrow for real. We really got to chat. Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm off you then. Good.
Some kind of way because I'm like, damn. We weren't even a thought.
Right.
It hurts.
Until after the fact. And it's when you see pictures and they took matching flags with the outfits, you like, damn, I like that. A good time.
I couldn't even get it.
And sometimes not even for you. It's like, damn, my kids could have been.
That's the part that hurts because it's like my kids. You gonna leave my kids out when I never leave yours out?
No, Nelly, you say no.
No what?
To the question, I forgot what I asked. What was it?
I don't know. I'm trying to get my own.
You're supposed to hold me down.
But yeah, so.
Why no, Nelly? You gotta elaborate because I forgot what it was.
Clayton, what about me?
Yo,
if it was
see?
Without me, you wouldn't even know him.
She feels like the black sheep.
Black sheep. Have you any?
See? Don't do that.
So that causes us to keep our distance because we feel like we're not wanted.
Right.
But
so why am I going to continue to ask for you? I'm going to ask for you to continue.
Have you guys ever addressed it to get a better understanding why?
It is what, Nikki? I'm confused. I forgot what I asked. I went through some things. So what were you saying?
So, like I was saying,
it definitely causes you to keep your distance because you see it over and over and over. And you know what then happens, Niecy, after that? We were going to ask you guys, but since you always say no, we just decided not to ask you. No.
Ask me until I'm blue in the face.
Give me the option. Don't keep continuously do that over and over. So, are you the black sheep? Yes, you chose not to ask me, but you asked everybody else, right? Or better yet, you made sure everybody else was going. And even when, I know what I said. So, when you're the one that checks up on everyone and no one checks up on you, are you the black sheep? That was my question. Janelle said no.
Um,
Nikki, how? When? Shut up.
Never addressed. I asked my husband to ask, and he says he doesn't want the drama.
Rather not deal with it.
That's a fact, Nancy. Thanks to my beautiful cousin. And if my baby called me one more damn time, I'm going to go crazy. Yeah, don't even answer.
Yeah. Chill, don't say it. Disclaimer. I ain't got nothing to do with that memo.
But so, yes, like, if you, okay, so that was my question. If you always doing for others, right? When they need, if you're there for them, but when you need them, are you considered a black sheep?
You got to finish the question. You're always there for others, but when
you need them,
they're never there.
Right.
So does that make you the black sheep?
Right. Does it? What do you think, G-Star?
I don't know. I don't know if that makes you the black sheep.
Like, I'm holding you down all the time, but you always stepping on my throat. Like, I'm the bad person. But it's okay for me to hold you down. But when I need you, it's like, nah, you penny pinching, or you know what I'm saying? You got to be in control of everything.
So we don't seem like we'll ever know why we're treated the way we are, but we just keep it pushing. Right. I still text his fam to check in and say, hey, but never have people check. That's what I'm saying. So you know you're the black sheep because you're constantly doing wellness checks, checking on them and seeing how they're doing and if they're alive, if they're breathing. Like, is everyone okay? But no one does that for you and yours. So that's okay. That's cooperating, right? What's her name? Marquita, where are you? Is that cooperating? I'm just saying, is that cooperating now? I'm checking on you, I'm checking on you, but you never check on me. You, man, shut up. I don't want to talk about it. I'm just saying, like, how is that right? How is that fair to those that feel like they are the black sheep? How is that fair? How is that right? Period. I don't even care if it's fair. How is that right? I'm checking on you, but you not once do I get a phone call to say, yo, you good? Simple. Yo, how the kids? They good? And that's why I understand that, you know, just because it's blood doesn't mean it's family. 100%. Because sometimes it can be your friend that'll check on you more than your own blood family. I do that. And I have done that. I've done that to the point where I feel like I'm not doing it anymore.
You do that to her. That's what her real question.
That's how I felt. That's how I feel. I have done that. I do that. I have done that. Until the point where I started to realize I wasn't doing that for me and mine. So
facts, like you do me.
Facts. Just saying, just check. All it is just a simple, you know, it's not always a one hand wash the other type of deal. It's just, yo, I'm checking on you. But I've never heard you check on me and mine. Like, and it's okay, like it happens. Sometimes we get caught up.
Life gets in the way, right?
Right, I understand things, but all the time, if I could find time in the day, why can't you find time? We got the same 24. You busy the entire 24? People would text a stranger that they just met before they'll text someone that's a loved one just to say, yo, you good? That's simple. My question is,
how can a mother treat her own child like a black sheep? Because how is that possible?
She has multiple kids?
Yes.
Possible.
But if you only got two, how can you treat one like the black sheep?
Because one has done everything that you have wanted them to do. Whether it's negative or positive, they still are like a chip off the old block. While the other one could be different. And they do things differently. So it's like, you know what? I love you, but you can, it's just messed up. But it can happen, yeah. I gotta talk because you hit me and I be hitting Nancy because she got that phone and I like the FaceTime. Yo, listen, man.
I'm probably the only one that links up with you. With me sometimes. Life gets in the way.
No, I mean I check on Rachel and Rachel hit from time to time. People like,
wait, I don't know what's happening with this thing.
It happens from time to time, but I'm saying it the way you're saying it is
make
different.
Time for who you want. Many times a day. How many times a day do you check your social media? You can send a quick text.
Exactly. You could send a quick message if you want to.
You could just send an emoji.
Period. Thumbs up. That's it. Nah, no iPhone, please, dog. Off that. Don't do that. But you know, you know the vibes.
So, what we got from this tonight is
What is the topic?
The topic is being the black sheep of your family.
How do you know if you're the black sheep?
And
if you are the black sheep, how do you cope with being the black sheep?
So what we got from coping, right, is to accept our families as they are and stop looking for them to accept us. Just because we have a need to belong doesn't mean we have to belong to them. You don't believe that?
I don't agree with the need to belong. I don't.
But that's for the people that
conform
to their family's ways, going against their own. That's what I'm saying.
So don't cooperate.
Don't conform.
Whatever you bring, you're gonna cook.
Mama not that pork.
Mama, yeah, that's Fendi. But Mama don't cook on the weekends. I got you though. I get busy.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me like you do them.
I never do. I never do. I'm just saying that's the reality of it. If you really want to call a spade. People are checking on everyone else and checking on them but no one's checking on those people. After a while, it gets tired. I'm doing for you. I'm doing for you. I'm doing for you. You don't do for me. One time, not even a wellness check. You know what? I'm Nikki. Quick, we're gonna end this right now. All right, quick question. It's a pandemic. How many people have checked on everybody during the pandemic? Wellness check. Me and Nancy sat on the couch and grabbed her phone. I grabbed my phone and went in. Period. Everybody. Just saying. But so what we got is you deal with
Mama Ham said what you want to eat.
He's seen that. How do you cope with it? You deal with it. You just roll with it, in my opinion. And what we got from here,
cannot cope and having a hard time coping with being the black sheep of the family.
What
advice are we giving to them tonight?
You ready? Learn to love yourself. First and foremost. Learn to love being the standout, being different, being the black sheep. There's nothing wrong with that. Whether you white, Puerto Ricans, whatever. There's nothing wrong with being the black sheep. Sometimes it's not a bad thing. We put that on being the black sheep. Oh, I'm the black sheep of my family. They really don't mess with me. So what? You a standout. Be a standout. Some people were born to be that. Period. Be who you are. Love yourself. Love the skin that you're in. Whether it's negative or positive. Whatever it is.
Works for you.
Right. And it may not work for everybody else. It may not work for everyone else. Period.
But if you're a toxic black sheep of the family, then what? Because they are toxic. That just drain the family and drain the family and drain the family. So
then vice versa, the family should distance themselves. And you, as being that toxic person, learn your ways, get knowledge of yourself. You're the reason why they don't deal with you. You know when you're the toxic black sheep because it's you. Every time you come around, there's a problem, there's an issue. Every time you come around, there's an argument or something else. That's on you. All the fingers and all the signs point to you. So therefore, know yourself. If that's what you do, that's what you bring to the table, then maybe you need to be by yourself for a little bit. Learn yourself. Deal with yourself, because nobody want to deal with that. Period. How do you know you're the black sheep? You know. You feel it. It's a vibe. If you're not getting invited to dinner parties and vacations and stuff like that, you know what, damn it? You the black sheep. Just saying. That's just what it is. So that's the takeaway for tonight. Learn to love yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Please learn to love yourself. Love being a standout. Love being the one that doesn't have to fit in.
You're speaking to the ones that are unique. Because what about the toxic ones?
If you're the toxic black sheep you're the black sheep of the family because you're bringing that toxic to the family, then you need to learn yourself. I'm not gonna say learn to love yourself, but if that's the skin if that's who you are and that's what you want to be, then that's on you. You just won't be around your family. Hey, it's still you learning to love yourself.
Niecy.
Thank you. I'm just saying, like,
because there are toxic family members.
There are.
But they're not considered black sheeps in some cases. They're just considered that toxic family member.
But if they're not considered black sheep, then that must mean that there's a flaw. Somebody else is toxic. And when they get around each other, they click. If no one notices that person as being a toxic black sheep, then
if they notice them being toxic, but
they deal with it,
stick together.
We can stick together. If you know what, okay, because somebody else was saying that if we family and we can stick together, and you coming around and you're the toxic black sheep, we family, right? I should be able to tell you about yourself. Deal with it. I'm gonna tell you about yourself. You toxic. What you bringing to the table and what you bringing in here, we don't want. If we can have that conversation,
you speaking for a collective, because that you speaking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As
a
collective for your whole family, because it's like, we don't want that around here. So now you're pushing me away, because that's how defensive people take it. So I'm just in role play.
Whoever it is, if you're the toxic person and you go, okay, so if you're the toxic person and you come to my house, I'm going to tell you, we don't want that in here. I don't care about everybody else that's here to visit. The people that own this don't want you in here like that. We don't need that type of energy. I'm not going to say you're not welcome. You are, but that energy needs to be checked at the door. No, I can't. We can't. That's another problem. That's another topic we need to have too, and maybe we can have this later. Why is it when you're in a family, people are they tiptoe with what they can and cannot say to family members? Why? Why do I have to walk on eggshells and tread lightly because I know them and it might go somewhere else? Damn it, if it go there, it go there. Maybe it needs to go there. Maybe it needs to go there. We always do that. I've seen that in a lot of different families. Nah, I'm not going to say that to them. Nah, I mean, that's my family. So, that's even more of a reason to say it to them. Shoot, Nicole Hand would say it to me. And I love her for it. Tell me what it is. Don't sit up here and sugarcoat. I'm thinking everything is peaches and cream, and then I go elsewhere and I do, and they looking at me like I'm crazy. No, tell me. You my family member. Right? I got a booger on my nose. You don't say nothing. I go outside. I go choke somebody. They looking like, damn.
Yeah, no.
Booger? Yeah, booger. I was just in your face. I'm gonna be tight with Nance. Yo, Nance, why you ain't tell me how to booger on my nose? I don't know. I thought you knew. I thought you like that. What? Just saying. Just saying. We need to be able to have those conversations with family members. You need to be able to speak in an open form and speak your truth to family members. That is the reason why there are so many black sheeps.
Because of
nobody's speaking up. Nobody's saying anything. Yo, I don't mess with you because of, or yo, we don't really like when you come around because you do. Nobody's having those conversations. Right. Everybody's scared to have those conversations. Everybody's scared. And then, even if it is wrong on the part of the person that's saying it, yo, I don't mess with you because you doing so much better than I am, but
I feel like you ain't putting me on.
It hurts me. It hurts me because I feel like I can't really come around you. Now we know where we stand. Now we can have that dialogue. But if you just gonna have all the animosity and hatred in your heart when I come around and we don't even speak, then it's like, all right, I'm not coming around anymore because I don't want to deal with that energy. So that, like you said, then you put yourself in a black sheep situation. But no, I felt the vibe. That's why I keep saying it's all about the vibe. I felt it. You wasn't messing with me from the rip. I could feel that. So I decided I'm going to take myself out of the equation because it seems like y'all having a good old time and I'm not around. So I'm out.
It needs to go there for a reality check.
It does.
Some people can't handle that reality.
It doesn't matter. If we're family, it needs to go there. We need to have that conversation. All you do is drama, drama, drama. And nobody says anything to that person. Then what you think they're going to do? Just continue with the drama and the drama until somebody say, yo, I'm sick of it. What's up? Why you keep doing that? Then it's like, oh, well, what you mean? Then hopefully other people in the family will say, right, and other people will speak up. Yo, yeah, you're right, man.
I ain't want to say nothing.
Right, but since we talking about it now, right? How many times you heard that, right? Since we on the topic now, I might as well talk about it. Yeah, but it takes that one person to speak up. That's crazy. We should be able to have that conversation as family members.
Right. People in my family, I love, think I'm an asshole because I address shit right away, whether it's them or someone else. Sometimes I might say something that hurts or in a rude manner, but at the end of the day, I keep it so real to myself. I will not deal with it, family or not. I will be the bigger person to apologize if I check family wrong, but it's not allowed.
But it needs to be said. Right. I agree.
Right.
I agree. I have to forget it. Keep it a buck. If I can keep it a buck with you, and whether you are family, we share the same blood, or I call you my family.
My God, Hector, right? I haven't seen you in here in a little while, Hector. So, do you consider yourself the black sheep of your family?
Because of how real you keep it?
Or are you aware of a black sheep in your family? And if you are, disclaimer, but what is it about them that makes them the black sheep of the family?
Listen, I think you should keep it all the way 100 at all times, especially with family members, in my opinion. You do consider yourself to be the family. Because of how real you keep it, is that why you feel that way? People don't really want to hear what you have to say, or they say like, oh, we don't want his opinion. So listen.
Listen, Linda, listen.
I've heard it. Feds said it 1,000,000 times to me. Gee, nobody really want to come down.
Only because people feel
you be saying
sensitive and they feel like your comments are judgmental. And some people, it depends on how you address a person. It's all about your what's the word I'm looking for?
We back to cooperate. You should talk to them a little softer because
you got to know the person.
One thing I won't allow is family to violate my girl no matter what the situation is. Hey, amen.
So that makes you the black sheep because they feel like you chose her over them. Is that what you're saying? Yes,
what are you talking about?
More than G. Nah, it's just because they say I don't think before I speak.
Oh, you just snap.
He's Hector. That's it. Yes.
If you just snapping.
Nah,
and then you sorry tomorrow? Listen. If that's who you are, love who you are. They can just, like you said, Nicole Ham, know your family. So they need to know you, Hector, period. They need to know who you are. That's all I'm saying. Like,
what? Because you don't think before you speak. Well, you don't. Right. Okay. That makes sense because it's like, all your other siblings would be like, they won't say what they're feeling or thinking, and you'll just blurt it out.
But like, that's not corny. That, especially in the family, that's corny. Like, no one wants to say the truth, but everyone to say it as soon as that person leaves. That's fake. That's fake because if you do that to an outsider, it's like, damn, why say it to their face and blah, 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 blah. That's how everybody was raised, right? But then when the person's in the building, it's like, don't say it because... they just so sensitive. They won't take it the right way. And Nick could go somewhere. Heard that 1,000,000 times.
Shut up.
Nah, I don't snap like you. If I see something that is toxic, I'll waste no time addressing it. Right.
So
I don't snap.
No, he's not saying you had to. He didn't make a period. I don't snap.
Like if you see. Oh, okay. Like if you see. Okay, I got you. Yeah, exactly. Why not address it right then and there? Why do we have to wait and prolong it? Why do we have to let it build? And that's what happens in most families. They let it build up.
And that's how black sheep are formed?
That's, in my opinion, that's how black sheep are formed. I feel like there would be no black sheep if there were communication.
You said I speak up most. That's why I am the black sheep.
Nah. You do speak up, but nah. I don't see that. But Nikki, we'll talk.
People feel like they're the black sheep because, okay, this goes back to like one of the topics that we had before, like siblings having a different father. You get what I'm saying? They consider themselves the black sheep because
their father's not in the home, or they're
the only mom. Right.
For example, if I have a crackhead uncle that everyone loves, but I know he's there to rob us on the low, I'll be I'll be like, tell this dude how to get out of here. Mad loud too.
But that doesn't make you the black sheep in my eyes. But that would make him the black sheep, right?
I haven't. You're right. I haven't. But you know why? Because I don't want to feel how you feel. How about that? Learn your family. Know your family. I sat back as a child. I watched. I learned. I see things. There's certain things I don't want to be around. So I don't be around it. Certain things I don't want my kids around. So I won't be around it. Period. That doesn't make you the black sheep. That's crazy, fans, because if I said I would say that to somebody, you'd be like, don't say that. If a dude's a cracker, I know he did rob us. And when I get mad, I see him like, yo, what the fuck are you doing here? You'd be like, gee, why am I?
I would. Only because.
But if Hector say it, it's cool, because Hector.
No, because
I'm confused.
It's around your family, or if we
talking about boundaries now?
We did this already.
Listen, man. Nah, everyone loves me, but no one addresses it. So when I do, I'm an asshole. Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Do you say it in like a joking manner? But it's everybody's your family.
Listen.
So if you said it around, so say if it was your girl's family, Hector, and then you were the only one that's, you her girl, her man.
How long? See, there's a difference. How long? How long has he been with this girl? They married? How long? You've been with the girl for 17 years, something like that. Y'all end up getting married or whatever the case may be. You snapping? You go on her family's house, which is like yours. You snapping on the person?
So it ends up being why is Hector
Get out of here.
Crackhead uncle is cool.
Just saying.
That makes sense.
You're right. That's weird to me. That's what I'm saying. But everybody's scared to go there with the crackhead uncle. Why? You all feel the same way we feel. You're not going to put your stuff down next to him.
Your whole wife be 19 plus years.
So you spazzing on whomever from her side or your side. Correct? I'm just curious to know. I'm asking for a friend. Peace, Nick. Love you. I'm asking for a friend, Hector, real quick. Before we get up out of here. Man's gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I don't feel good.
Just asking for a friend. Are you snapping on wifey's side and your side? Y'all been together for 19 years. You know everybody, ins and outs. You know what they do, don't do, what they like to do, what they don't like to do. You know what they're capable of. Facts. Thank you. Hector, when you get a chance, can you contact fans?
Shut up.
Just
it's dumb.
Just get her to understand the logic of where we coming from, please. Like, I don't understand. But, yo, Black Sheep, what was it?
Black Sheep, have you in the bowl? Topic, again, because we're closing out tonight, is Black Sheep. How do you know that you're the black sheep of the family? And with knowing, how do you cope with those feelings? And, being cast out or casting yourself out. Because from some of the comments and the viewers said that they made themselves the black sheep. No. They distanced themselves from the family because...
People have. They didn't say they did. People have.
Some people say
people have made themselves the black sheep by keeping their distance. That's what they said. Come on. 4:30.
I trip on anyone who goes on wifey for any reason my family and hers. She comes before all of them.
All right, heck, peace. Listen, moral, what I took away from this, I don't know what fans is taking away from this. Ladies and gentlemen, love yourselves. Black sheep or no black sheep. Love the skin that you're in. Love the being that you are. Be you.
And accept your family.
Stop trying to fit in, whether it's family or not, with people that you are meant to stand out from. Period. That's what I take.
Stop looking for them to accept you. Just be who you are.
Right. And if you're positive, it'll be nothing but great things. Whether you do negative, but you are positive, it'll be cool. Peace. Positive energy always creates elevation.
Good night. Love you guys.